I want to go back to something. I don't want us to miss this point. You talked about it earlier. You said, you got to a point, you were graduated as a junior, you were getting ready to go to the NFL, and Jimmy, close confidant to you, father to you,
right.
And you told Green Bay, no way, Green Bay.
I've been blessed in that sense that, after losing my father, Coach George Smith took over. And when George passed me on to Jimmy, because Howard recruited me, Jimmy and I came in. I came in and Jimmy got the job. And I was thinking about, I just lost my real father. I was, wanted to be close to my mom, and Coach said, yeah, you should go to Miami. Him and Jimmy had just met and they gotten close, and he said, Jimmy promises me he's going to take care of you. He's new. He promises. St. Thomas is a hotbed for athletes. Mm-hmm. He said, Coach George said he don't want to fuck me over.
Right.
He's coming back.
He gonna come up. Yeah.
He don't want to.
Yeah.
He said, I trust him. He'll look after you. You'll be close to your mom. I promise your mom I'm gonna look after you. And so when he handed me to Jimmy, so that's why I didn't know that later on that's why Jimmy didn't send me home, because Jimmy, he had already told Jimmy. He said, listen, he's going through stuff. He just lost his father. He's serious about trying to move his family out. He said, so Jimmy was patient with me. He said, I was patient. He said, Michael, I'm going to be here as long as you are here, but we can't be fighting teammates. Yeah. He kept trying to tell me this. We can't be fighting teammates. So fast forward, and he was always there, and he was always for me. He was always with me. You fast forward, I'm getting ready now to go in the draft. Coach comes to me. He says, Michael, I know what you're doing, because Bernie Kosar had did it to get to Cleveland. Mm-hmm. My dad was a Cowboy fan. I wanted to play in Dallas. And if I went in Dallas, it was going to be New York or L.A. Norv Turner was with me during the draft. Mm-hmm. Norv Turner was the wide receiver coach for the Rams. I was supposed to go play with Henry Ellert that year. They were going to draft me. Norv was with me for that draft, and Jimmy had told me before. He said, listen, he said, the Dallas Cowboys are going to draft you. He said, none of that shenanigans with the Dallas Cowboys. I said, oh, Coach, that's why I want to go. He said, I'm just letting you know. He said, because I got a friend of mine, an oil buddy. He's about to buy the team. He said, I may be joining you next year. Now, I just got drafted by Tom Landry.
Right.
Good Tom Landry.
Right.
You'll tell me you going to go ahead with Tom Landry.
Right.
Yeah, that was me. It was a mind boom. But I was like, okay, coach. But I wanted to go to Dallas anyway, so when Dallas drafted me, I wasn't going to play. Dallas didn't even call. Green Bay called. Dallas didn't even call. They just went up and drafted me. I was like, hey, wait a minute, man. I did all that work. Give me my power. Give me my phone call, But I wasn't going to play with it, man, because we were all Cowboy fans. That's where I wanted to go, man. I was just so happy, man. And then couple, next year, Jimmy came in after. It's so funny because that first year I got here, I know what Jimmy is. I know how he is. And the guys, we were playing games, and I know what it was going to be, how Coach is going to be, how it was in Miami. We didn't lose. And we didn't lose at nothing. You can't lose at anything and be okay with it. So the first few games we lose here in Dallas, I'm crying. I'm literally crying because I hadn't lost in high school and then losing in college. I'm coming here. I'm literally boo-hoo crying. Right. Crying. I mean, tears on my eye. I mean, snot up my nose. I remember scoring my first touchdown. My rookie year, first starter since Bob Hayes. Got Rod Woodson on the field. Boom, I catch a curl. I'm on the other side. I catch a curl. Rod run from the other side, and he tackles me in the end zone. I look up, bam, spike it in his face. I said, this shit easy. I'm finna kill this league. Right, dog. They whooped our tail, dog. Hey, boy, I was crying so hard in that locker room, man. And them dudes were coming up. I couldn't believe this, though. Kid Norton and I, because he was the second-round pick. We always talk about it. He was coming from UCLA, and he had done some winning. We was like, man, I couldn't believe what it's like after we lost that game. Every dude, they were in there laughing, joking, and we boohoo crying. They talking about, come on, man, it's the NFL. We pick up checks on Tuesday. I'm like, what the what? Oh my God, man, I couldn't take that, man. Went through that whole year, 3-13. I'm crying after every loss. And these jokers tapping me and talking about, we'll pick up that check on Tuesday. Dude, when Jimmy came in that next year, man, his first day. His first day
when he came in.
What?
What was the response from Michael Irvin when Jimmy came in? What was the first conversation y'all had?
Dude, we were over at the facility. Now, I'm going through 3-13 season. I'm watching all these chumps, all these dudes, man, coming up to me talking about, man, come on, man, let's pick up that check on Tuesday. Pick up that check. Don't cry. I'm like, oh, my God, man. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. That next year, we said, they make the deal, Jimmy's coming in. We were over at practice working out, and they were trying to say, hey, everybody, we're going to come up, have a meeting, and we're going to do this. I was like, I'm not doing anything. This regime is, I was so pissed at how careless we had gotten with winning around here. That first year didn't go well. I came in, I'm trying to work. Let's go, guys. Oh man, this freshman trying to do too much. This rookie trying to do too much. I was like, man, what the hell y'all mean, man? What's going on here? Dude, I'm telling dudes, I said, I don't need friends. I need wins. I don't need friends. I don't, so I'm going, man, it was a rough first year because a lot of jokers, they were happy. They were satisfied. They were like,
collecting that check.
Right, we can collect that check. Why we got to go through all this? Why you care so much? Man, Jimmy came in, dude, I'm telling you, and we were practicing, and they were like, we're going to do this. I said, I ain't doing nothing. Because, and I didn't want to come off as being disrespectful to Tom, but it was that whole process I was done with. I had to put a whole year in that shit. I ain't lose in high school. I lost 2 games in college, and now I lost 13 games, and I'm the only one in here crying. You broke jokers are happy with this and okay with it, and now you want to talk about, man, I was so hot. Man, I said, I ain't doing nothing. I went home, right? 2 days, Jimmy was in that office. I was there waiting on Jimmy. Open the door for him. Come on here. We walked right in that room and sat down, dude. I slid a list. He said, what's this? I said, all their asses got to go. Everybody that touched me talking about picking up a check, your ass got to go. Because it ain't.
No, wait.
Listen, you gotta go. No, dude, I'm just dead ass. I'm dead
so
ass.
I know.
I'm dead ass.
What most people would say, you snitched.
Yeah. I snitched. I pruned.
You pruned.
I call it prune.
You cut off all the
I call it pruning. All of that shit that wasn't going for championships, it had pruned. Because I'm telling you, I know how Jimmy thinks. I know how he thinks. He's going to get rid of him sooner or later anyway. So I just want to respect the process. Because Jimmy would always tell us. He always said, listen, guys, we have to be on one accord and one machine, and we can get everything. Everybody came in here for a different reason. But if we're on one accord and after one thing, everybody can get what they came for. So if you came to be famous, if you came to get rich, if you came for women, if we aim for women, we ain't gonna get nothing. If we aim for rich, we ain't gonna get nothing. If we aim for fame, we ain't gonna get nothing. But if we all aim for winning, all y'all can get that stuff.
That's true.
It's got to be. If everybody aim on winning, you can get the money, you can get the fame, you get the girl, you get all that stuff. All that comes with winning. You see what I mean? All of it comes with winning. And so that stuck with me. That stuck with me. I got here and I said, dude, this is what it's about. This is what it's about. And man, yeah, we had to get rid of them. And Jimmy got rid of them. And then that's when we started turning around. You got to clean out things because it's just like when I first got fourth and long. Dude, they had talent. I said, you guys got talent. You got talent. It's just you have to see each opportunity like it's your last opportunity, and it'll make you bring out the best in your talent because our game is different. That's what I was trying to explain to them. Our game is different. Most of the world right now can punch a computer. They make that mug sing enough, boy, they go to the top of their chart. The top of their, whatever profession they're in, they make the computer sing enough. If they got enough skill, they can go to the top of their chart. But in our world, it's different. It's not just about your skill. you got to improve your skill, but at the same time you got to deepen your will. Since you're going up against another grown man, and he want to feed his family. See, the computer ain't got no family to feed, and the computer ain't got no will. You punching them, make it do what it do. But now you got to go up against another man with the will. So it's not just about our skill. It's about our collective will. Because when it gets hard, we got to look at each other and say, we're not fucking losing. Let's go. You know what I mean? Right. And that's what makes the difference. And we got to have a collective will. And the only way you get a collective will is if you're on a collective goal. And our goal has to be winning. Now we can all fight for the bottom of wins, to fight to the bottom to get the win, and everybody get what they want. It's the only way to go. I wouldn't have the rings I have if we didn't get them dudes out that locker room. Right. I'm telling you. So stop letting people tell you they're your friend and they're selling you short.
Do we want to name names?
No, okay. No. They're probably living his good life, living their life. They say, why Mike throwing me down like that? Yeah. You know, I want to put him out. But trust me, we had, and it's just, people get comfortable if they're making great money and no demand is being put upon them, you know, and that's why I was like, dude, I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this, man, and we turned it around.
So